Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And they're starting off the season playing Philadelphia here. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep. The first official NBA appearance from Irving.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Irving kicks to Zeller. Pass to Smart. Launches it. No luck. And Philadelphia the other way now. 1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. There's a screen by Noel. And it's Grant in the corner. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Assistant number 12.
1:19 left in the first. Here's Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Zeller kicks to Smart. Shoots from the right block. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Covered by Irving. That's good.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Dishes it to Noel. Over to the left wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains?
A whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Taking a look at the 76ers. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Grant.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys. You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they play smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Turner passes to Olynyk. Clock at 6. They get the rebound. Zeller. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
His second personal.
And that one falls for Zeller.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
There's a screen by Noel. Covered by Irving. Stolen by Smart. Outside Irving. Smart kicks to Turner from 12 feet out. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
The 76ers trail by 7. Covered by Irving. Feeds it to Noel. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And that one's good. Noel.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Irving dishes to Turner. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
First trip to the free throw line. And that does it for the...
Here we go.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely... Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Carl Landry, and Nerlens Noel subbed in for Robert Covington.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Sullinger. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Irving in at point guard. Zeller is out there with Mickey. Then there's Smart, and it's Jerebko in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Thompson against Irving. There's the 3. The shot misses. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jared Sullinger. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.